Hi, everyone. It is the Kdrama Coffee Break. It's so good to see everybody out there in the comments. Calvin, so good to see you again. Happy New Year. We got Gina. We got, 8926. So good to see you. Hi. All right, you guys. Our Pepito, Jill, listening in the car. We love it. Just as everyone knows, what are we drinking today? As usual, Jen's got her very beefy Americano with some oat milk and 1 raw sugar. So yeah, what's everybody doing? Did we all get up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning to catch that Alchemy of Souls finale? Except maybe not you, because West Coast, it was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I get up at like 7 to get to watch it. So, we got Christabel's out there. Hi. So yeah, so much going on. So much happening. Oof. You guys, I got a new toy this over the holidays, and I've got like 3 screens now. I got the one I'm talking to, and I got 2 off to each side, so I'm like a little distracted. Yes. Duck 8926. Fantastic. So that's probably going to be the first one we jump into, because we're going to, if you guys are didn't join us last week and didn't catch us on the replay, we're doing it a little bit differently. As you can see, Marisa unfortunately is not with us today. She has taken care of some things outside of the K-drama world, as one has to, and she will pop in when she can. But alas, this week she is not. But yeah, so we're just going to be basically covering kind of what's premiering, what we finaled, and kind of what we think we're going to keep on that watch list, and just kind of some of our favorites. We're going to be unable to watch everything because it's just so much. There's just so much now. We've got Amazon Prime, we've got Hulu, we've got Disney, we've got our standards Viki and Cocoa and Netflix. It's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot of K-dramas. All right. So what's everybody drinking? As I already said, I got my Americano. We got some waters out there. We got some teas, I'm sure. What are we all doing? I love coffee so much, y'all. I love it so much. Oof. What do we got? Oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Oh, Calvin, you haven't watched the Red Bull sugar-free. Nice. Very tasty. Calvin has not watched the finale. Iced coffee. Yes. I love a good iced coffee. Oh, watch the finale tonight. So is everybody, that's the next, okay, so let's ask that question. Has everybody watched the Alchemy of Souls finale? And are we good to talk about it with spoilers and whatnot? Or do we want to hold off? What do you guys want to do? Let me know. Christabel's eating and having some lunch. Delicious. Nope. Haven't. Marco hasn't. Hold off, Marco. Okay, got it. Marco wants to be spoiler free. What's everybody else thinking? Huh? Anyone? Let me know. Let me know down there. Not yet, but we can talk about it. Gina's okay, open to spoilers. Okay. Christabel watched it. Okay, great. Oh, drinking instant. Gina, you know what? I became a huge fan of instant coffee. I did. I love my Americanos, but when I got to get that hit, instant coffee is perfect. I love it. Yeah. Y'all can't talk about the finale. I'll just mute the conversation. Okay, Calvin, that sounds good. All right. So you guys want to dive into the finale? Or do we want to hold off a minute and just finish? Did anyone finish up the glory? That's my next question. Did anybody finish up the glory since last week when we just kind of talked about the first half? I did. And I loved it. Those last 8 episodes were wildly fascinating. Satisfying is the word I was looking for, not fascinating. So satisfying. Did anybody else get in on that one? Yeah. All right. So in case you don't know, The Glory is the Netflix show with, I'll put on my earmuffs. Okay, Marco, thank you. The Glory is over on Netflix. It's Son Haekyo, and there is, it was so good, right, Ms. Reed? Right? All right, let's dive into The Glory. I feel this is a safer category right now. So let's do that, and then as we're going through it, Duke 8926, you haven't started The Glory yet. Okay, so this one wasn't this one might be a little spoiler, so you may want to mute this one. It was glorious. right? Can we just talk about like that final, like the final, first and foremost, I need the second half now, right? I need to know how this all resolves. We've got, let me just pull up some of their names. We've got their, let's see. So, can we just talk real quick before we dive into like all the actual storylines? What is with my boy, Pak Sung-hoon? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. Can we just talk for a hot minute about the mullet of evil? Like, what is this mullet of evil that he's been sporting? It's hilarious, right? Like, they didn't just make him evil. They made him evil with this crazy mullet. Like, what era are we in, right? I just had to point that out because you guys all know how much I love him and he's so good at being bad. And the promo pictures that they have, he looks so good with the short hair and the long coat and just looking like, you know, his evil self. And they give him this mullet. What is that? Anyway, I just had to share that. Okay, I just finished going, made me watch it. I can't get, thank you, Christabel, right? Right? Oh my goodness, mullets are back, right? Oh God. I really want to know what the husband of the bull, yes, Miss Reed, yes. This is my biggest takeaway from the whole thing. And there was a lot of takeaways, right? We've got our doctor. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate so much that the other guy did it. We appreciate, yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. We appreciate your support now. We understand meetings. Absolutely. So I hope your meeting goes well. And thank you very much once again for the support. First and foremost, I will still stand on this statement. This is like the role for Song Hye-kyo, right? Like she just owns it. Like all of those rom-coms, not even rom-coms, but like the epic, like, you know, damsel in distress. Oh no. This is a woman who commands it when she wants to get shits done, right? The amount of thirst traps. Oh, right? Oh my God, look, I know. Let's pull him up. Here, well, I'll do this first. Let's look at his picture, the actual photo that they gave us. Here you go. So this is him, right? Is it coming up? Oh, there we go. I mean, look at him. Do you guys remember him from, we've seen him in his like small side characters, but I felt like this was like his really big like entry into like Thirst Trapville, right? Right? And the looks that they give each other and the whole rope, like this weird like flirtation over the board game. And so yes. So here's where I'm at with it. What does he do? His wife, he's finding out, is the worst, right? And the woman who's oddly intrigued him, that's outside of his perfect world, is the one who actually enjoys Go and actually, can challenge him and best him in these things that he has always been number one in. Like, it's just so juicy. And when then she walks into her place at the end with the wife standing there, so good. I desperately wanted part 2 right then. Yes, Christabel, 100% nailed this role. And yeah, it's probably my favorite thing I've ever seen her in, ever. Yeah. Oh my God, Gina, the fact that this was based on a true case is heartbreaking because, dear God, it is relentless. I also read, did you guys read this? The woman who's playing our big bad, oh gosh, what's her name? I forget the name of the big bads. Let me look it up. Let me look on some iDrama list. Hang on one second. She said that she was thinking about when she was, main takeaways, the fact that she went through all that trauma on her own. She had no protection. Yep. Right, Calvin? Like, that's kind of what they've set up. Someone out in the Twitterverse also said they're curious if they're setting up a redemption arc. What do you guys think? I mean, listen, I don't want her to kill people. I really don't. Like, I don't think murder is the correct place of revenge, but watching her tear down her nemesis's world is super juicy. That's for me. That's really where I'm at with it. And let's see, what is her name? Oh, here we go. Im Ji-yeon. Let me share my screen here. I'm going to add that. So Im Ji-yeon. Oh, come on. There you go. There it is. She basically said that when she was doing the research to get ready for this role, that she basically was like, what is the why of all this, right? And that's really, right? The Calvin redemption arc for who, right? Hilarious. I'm guessing redemption for, I don't know, maybe Song Hye-kyo finding redemption in herself and finding her work. I don't even know. But someone was like a redemption arc, and I was like, I don't know about that. But like as an actor, like a big thing that you have to do is the why of why your character is doing this. Otherwise, you just get some really bad performances, right? And so the actors that really do the best are the ones that kind of understand the why. And the why that In Ji-yeon came up with for her character is so good. Like her why was essentially not just because she can, but because she doesn't even understand why it's wrong. And that just makes her character so much more amazingly awful that I just, oh my God. Like I read that and I was so into that reason for why. I'm sorry, Jill, what was your comment? I was the one who thinks that maybe Sunja Kill's character will experience redemption and won't go for the big revenge. Sunja, which one was Sunja? I'm so sorry. Is that the Ajima? Is that our Yeomhae-ran, who I absolutely adore? I think she's like my favorite. Voice to text errors. Yes, redemption for the main character. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what redemption looks like, though. I'm not sure what that looks like. Jill, if you can explain voice to text, I understand. That would be great. Only here for just want to hear your opinions. And oh, right. Tastia, you know what? Binge it. Do it. Do it. I mean, at the end of the day, we'll move into that. But I say yes. Yes, binge it. We'll get to that one next. So I'm not sure what redemption is, because she's going after him hard. Is redemption that she finally can live her own life? Like, I feel like that's the most satisfying ending, that she can finally put it all down. But is that redemption? I'm not sure. But I do want her at the end of this show to be able to live a life that is not obsessed with Park Hyun-jin. Like that is what I hope for. Yes. Exactly, Howard. Calvin. That's exactly what I just said. Like I want her to heal, but I want that so bad. And I think the husband, going back to what you guys originally asked, I think the husband's a big part of that, because that's why she went after him in the Go world, right? Yeah. Oof. And then so oh, hey, Denise, it's good to see you. No worries. We're here. We're still chatting. It's all good. We're talking the glory right now. So jump right on in. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's for me. I just love the fact. The other thing that I really was enjoying about this show was it wasn't that she kept everything close to the vest. Our girl, Moon Dong-eun, did not keep everything close to the vest. Like she was like, you're the kid's dad. Boom. And I know it. Go. I'm going to give you this. She kept giving all of the other minions. Oh, hey, Marco. It is on Facebook. Yay. All the minions, the pieces that they need to destroy the big bad all together. And there was something about that I found really super satisfying. Right? It wasn't all concealed and then a big reveal. It was basically besting each one of them in their own element. And it was just so delicious. To me, it looks like just taking the husband and the kid, but not killing the bag. Yeah, I feel like, I'm just going to ruin her professionally, personally. Like, yeah. And I mean, listen, we all know where this awful, wretched creature came from. Her mother is the worst. Yeah. I know, Gina. We gotta wait till March to find out the ending, and we find out that she also killed another girl. Oh my God, they're like the worst of the worst, right? Okay, so the next question that I have for the glory, y'all, is what are our thoughts on our little doctor with a lot of trauma, Yoo Jung, who's played by Lee Do-hyun? What do we think about that? Yes, we do want her piece would be great, right? She deserves it. So what do you guys think of our little doctor guy? Like, he's got some issues he's got to work out with that drawer of knives and his practicing on how to kill the guy. I mean, you guys, what's really interesting is I actually confused our guy who's playing Ha Do-young, the husband, with the guy who's playing the murderer. I confuse them all the time, and I love them both. And I apologize for both of them, but I do love them both. But I was like, wait a second, they're both in this. Maybe that's why I was a little confused. Let's see. Yeah. So I kind of am hoping that he's just, from what I've read, I don't think he's like a hidden serial killer, right? Even though that drawer of knives kind of is terrifying. I'm hoping it's just against the one guy who killed his dad, which also terrible. Ooh, Denise, I like that theory. Yes. Yep. I agree. Yep. I think the husband knows and will be the hero. Part 2 is going to be so good. So good. So good. Right? Oh, and one other shout out that I think we have to give is the young lady who is playing, going back to our cast, young Moon Duan. And that is Jung Ji So. I'm going to share this real quick. She is magnificent. She is such an amazing actress. I love her. Y'all recognize her from Parasite. She was also our wee shaman in The Cursed, and we're getting ready for that season 2. She was also God in Doom at Your Service. Oh, she's so freaking good, and she is crushing it as the young girl getting abused. And I think she's so amazing. She's so amazing. I love her. I just had to give her that shout out because I realized we did not mention her performance last week, and she's I think one of the best young actresses out there right now. She's so spectacular. Let's see. The Doctor Got Dark Revenge Tendencies also, right? Yes. I also really appreciated in that very big reveal scene when she showed him all of her scars. It's a very small beat, but I thought it was really, really amazing when he said, as she's standing there, basically revealing herself naked in many, many forms, right? He says to her, I'm going to approach you and touch you. And I thought that was such a great, for people who have been through that, to be acknowledged that you need to let them know that you're approaching and touching them. And I thought that was just such a great moment. I just wanted to also mention that. Right, Gina? That would be amazing. I would be into that because he's one of the few, if only, people that actually made her genuinely smile or laugh. Her and him and our Ajima, Yamheran. I love that woman so much, and she's so fun, and she's the little bit of light that I think we need in this story, right? And so I cannot wait to see part 2. All right, you guys. So that was The Glories. Anybody have any final thoughts on it before we actually finally move into the finale of Alchemy of Souls? Parasite Girl. God, she's so freaking good. She's crazy. I feel like once he saw the scars, I felt he knew what she wanted. Yeah. He understood. He understood and was ready to go to battle for her. And that is, okay, listen, that's, yes, Denise, exactly. Right? Oh, God. It's an intense show. Trigger warnings galore, but it's really, really satisfying once you get through it, right? I really, really enjoyed it. All right, y'all. Now let's talk about the Alchemy of Souls finale, because we had that this morning or this afternoon or last night, whenever you decided to watch it. What did you all think? I want to hear from you before I kind of jump in on my thoughts on it, because there was some things I had some thoughts on. All right, so let me know, you guys, who loved it? Who loved it? No one loved it. No one loved it. I'm now going to drink some water while I wait. Okay. Oh, some hand sanitizer just rolled my way. All right. Since none of you are jumping on this, I'm just going to say that my thoughts on the finale were thus. I thought the happy ending was great. I enjoyed it. I didn't think that there was nothing that I thank you. Oh yeah, quibble juice. I really do kind of have a gallon of it. But at the end of the day, thank you, Duck Knight 926. They just raced through it. The editing was so frenetic. The quick reveals or the twists were just like out of nowhere. There was no setup. It was just like, it was like when you read a script, it was just all the slug lines of what was about to happen. They will do this, then this will happen, then this will happen, and they would just show it to us. It was just, I didn't feel like I was emotionally attached to any of it. It just was happening. And there was a lot of explaining what was happening, and there was a lot of explaining what we just saw that we don't need an explanation for explaining it. Yes. The cackle. I mean, listen, I will always be in for a good evil villain cackle. Was I happy with the ending? Do I want to see our two people, Jang-Yuk and whatever name you want to give her, Naksu or whatever name she was going by now? traveling the world as this like avenging duo, getting all the things out of oh, thank you, Arpino. Yes, right? Thank you so much for your support. You know, did I love the power couple at the end? You know, with them like making sure that the world is safe, the light and the shadow avenging, you know, humanity? Yes. But did they set that up for the last 10 episodes? I mean, not really. Not really. I just, it wasn't unsatisfying, and yet it just kind of didn't stick with me. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't dislike it, but it didn't have any meat on the bones, in my personal opinion. It just kind of covered the beats that we were hoping for, personally. But Twitter loves it. Like, Twitter is like a Twitter about how amazing it was. So for sure it was a pacing problem. Yeah, exactly. Okay, 926. I agree. I really enjoyed it. The characters were great. The relationships were fantastic, but the pacing was just super, super jarring to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That speech, I mean, it was lovely. There was so many lovely moments. But yeah, it was like data, 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 emotional beat, data, 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 emotional beat. I was just like, what? The eye kiss was probably the best one, for sure. It was. I really did like the eye kiss. I mean, yeah. I mean, these two were hot, right? I really did enjoy that. I really, really did enjoy that. They were really, and we talked about this last week, and Toya coined it that the Crown Prince and the Turtle were OTP. I think I might actually pivot off the Turtle and make it the Crown Prince and Jang Hyuk. That's my OTP. Their scenes together were I think some of my favorites in the finale, if not the whole series. I think, me personally, that our Crown Prince had the best overall arc throughout the entire series. And I think he had the most full storyline, personally. What did you guys think? The turtle being the black tortoise was fantastic. I know. The turtle was great. I love that turtle. That turtle was so cute. Like, listen, I was ready to flip tables when they killed off I'm Here for a BL. Right? Yes, absolutely. In the scene I think it was in episode 9 when he first shows up with the turtle and he keeps scooching closer to him and he's like, you don't have to be that close. And he's like, but yes, I do. And I was like, yes, I was totally into that. Yeah, the Firebird came, like, literally the opening scene of the very first scene of the very first episode where we were battling Noxu lasted longer than the great buildup of the Great Firebird thing. Oh my God. Oh, look at 926. That was my whole thing. The CGI of that Firebird was amazing. I wanted more of a buildup, right? Like, there was a whole story happening about releasing this Firebird and the earthen Firebirds that they put into like lakes and streams to like basically and blow up the whole world, right? But they all cleared it up in what, 5-10 minutes, if that? Like, it was so fast. It was so fast that we just resolved everything. We had our maidservant Kim and Lady Jin being sealed into the thing, and like literally like that. They're not like there was no setup. There was no setup. But the chemistry was great. That's what I'm saying. Like, the chemistry was great. The characters were fantastic. I loved many, 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 many things about this whole show. But it just was, oof. Yeah, right? The Crown Prince, what? Right. Exactly, right? Oh my God, I loved it. The Queen, yeah, the Queen was done dirty. It was bad. And like, like Dad, the king, suddenly being part of the evil minion crew, like that came out of like nowhere. Like he had barely a storyline, and then all of a sudden he became the ringleader. Like I just felt like there was a lot. Yeah. Let's see. What is this? Okay, let's see this one. Yes. Really, the Hong Sister Incorporated, the Four Guardians is part of the story plot. I personally didn't see that story a lot. Yeah. The Four Guardians, I loved this part, right? But I also felt like they didn't dive into it more. Like there was such a big thing, like that whole thing at the end about how there's 7 of us and there's the 7 stars and the Big Dipper and but there's one backing him up. Like I appreciated it, and I kind of hazily understood what they were talking about because they kind of dabbled in it. But I wanted that to go deep. Maybe I just wanted a deeper mythology. I wanted more of the mythology that helped me out. But, I mean, it was a fun ride, right? At the end of the day, it was a super, super fun ride. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I enjoyed part 1 more than I enjoyed part 2, but it was a super, super fun ride. I love fantasy. I love the characters. I love the comedy. I love the romance, the multiple romances. Yeah, and so that's kind of where I ended up at the end. Those were my final thoughts. Let's see. Oh, but yeah, that chemistry between those two. We were not wrong about that, y'all. We were not wrong. Oh, Kiki Moju fan. Hi. So good to see you. Welcome. We're just kind of wrapping up on I would love to watch some spin-offs with some of those characters. I would love to learn more about a lot of those characters. There were a lot there. Yeah. Yeah, there was a book, right? Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like overall, super, super fun ride. And I enjoyed it. I guess for me personally, I like to know a good reveal for me. It just is, if you give me a good reveal, I'm really, really happy. And I felt like they were just banging through like some really big, big moments. Like, okay, how do they not see them reunited after, Bouillon? I forget the shaman, our key shaman lady, the soul that owned the body, when she gave it back to Naksu. Like, how do we not see that reunion when he realizes that the love of his life, they are reunited? We did a 1-year time jump. I literally yelled at my television. Right? It really was. It was just, I don't know. I just wanted more buildup, I guess. But yeah. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I don't want to harsh anyone's buzz on Alchemy of Souls, so I will gush with you all day long. So tell me, what pieces were your favorites? Let me know what your favorite parts of the show were. Let's go. Let's do it. My favorite, as we've already said, were the prince, for sure. That crown prince was gold. He was comedy gold. He was friendship gold. He was growth gold. Like, he was probably overall the most complete character for me, for sure. I also am a huge fan of, he really was. So he was an MVP mage. He really was. And I love that he was became hello, Korean French television. So good to see you. Happy New Year as well. What are your thoughts on Alchemy of Souls? Let us know. And I love that. I guess I also wanted a little bit more of Soyul. I wanted to know more. He was so complicated. Okay, 926. I wanted to see more of him. Our Pepito, yes. Let's just bang through these. I got yes. Soyul was so complicated, and I think we could have seen more from him. Our Pepito, I loved Master Lee. I love that actor. I love that character. I loved just his ability to just be he was just great, right? So yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on Jung So Min and oh god, I just blanked on her name. Sorry, I apologize. I should have prepped that before I asked that question. My apologies. Hold please. Oh yeah. What are your thoughts between Naksu Mudoki Jung So Min and our girl Go Young Jun? Which one at the end of the day do you enjoy more? Okay, Go Young Jun, nah. Okay. I want to know more about the yes, Toya, absolutely. He was literally the opposite side of the coin. Oh, that's a really good point. Took 926. I love that. I think that's the other thing. The whole bit with hold please. Let's see. She's got so many names. Jin Buyeon. The thing with Jin Buyeon, the whole bit about her being the shadow to his light. I wanted more of that explained a little bit more. Anyway, you all know I just want more explanation. You guys have been hanging out with me long enough. You know that I'm the person that I like all the breadcrumbs that lead me to that great. The turtle was magnificent. I love that turtle so much. Yes. All right, y'all. Oh, Jung So Min. Okay. I think I liked her sass a lot. I loved Jung So Min's sass in the first half, and I loved the chemistry with our two leads more in the second half. Does that make sense? I don't know. Lord knows I barely make sense, but those are my feelings about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right? Oh, good Lord. His slow-mo action is off the charts completely. Like, he's so good. He's so good at it. Yeah, absolutely. Future heads of their family and now raised total opposites. Yeah. Like, there's a whole part 4. I know we need part 3, but I'm saying this one could be an ongoing series of just focusing on different pieces. And I would love to see that. I think I would love to see the Hong sisters build this world much, much more. I would really be into that for sure. Oh, yes. K-pop cast. Crown Prince Turtle Love. Hell yeah. OTP for sure. For sure. We love it so much. Oh, God. They were so great. All right, you guys. So those are our big finales for this week. If you got other comments on it, please just jump in, throw them in. We'll take a look at it and we'll jump in. You also can all chat to be in the. I like the second. Oh, okay, Gina. So you liked the version of it that Go Yoon Jung did. Okay, great. Yeah, she had the chemistry was off the charts. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I liked her being a little sassier. Like I mean, you guys know me. I like sassy women. I just do. They're just my favorite. I dig them. So because the way the structure of the show now goes, let's talk about those premieres from last week. Did anybody watch those premieres last week? Let me. I'm gonna throw a poll out there, y'all. Let me know what you think. Did you guys? What did you? You know what, Kiki, Moji fan, we're gonna talk about what's on our current watch list in just a second. And yeah, I need to talk about Forbidden Marriage. That one's got to come up for sure. For sure. All right, guys. So these were our 4. I'm sorry. We ended up with only 3 premieres this week because Run Into You got punted to May. Not really sure. Oh, you know what? I do know why. KBS is getting rid of their Wednesday, Thursday time slot for dramas. It got punted to May. So we didn't get that one. So our 3 premieres this week were Brainworks, Payback, and Agency. Okay. So let's just start with Brainworks because this was the one that I really, really wanted to watch. And y'all, it was unwatchable. I watched the first episode and oh boy, the opening scene I thought was going to be, totally understand what? Yeah, I just read that. Yeah. The opening scene of Brainworks was so over the top and absurd that I honestly thought that the main characters of our story were going to be watching a drama at work, and that's when we we're going to start our story. But no, that was the opening of the show, and it just devolved from there. Did anybody else watch this one? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. It breaks my heart because y'all know that I love the lead actor, Jung Young-hwa. A lot, especially coming from Sell Your Haunted House. But oh boy, it was unwatchable. It was unwatchable. I didn't even push play on episode 2. Nope, no one. Okay, moving on. All right, the next one was hold please. Let's see. This is the one. Run Into You is this one, and this one is Kim Dong-wook and oh god. Jin Ki-ju are the 2 leads on that. Yeah. Oh, right. I probably should have paid more attention to Brainworks, Duke 926, because oh boy. Yeah. Y'all, you need to let me know because oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're getting to Island, Duke 926. Absolutely. Yeah, I like him so much. Okay, so this was Run Into You. It's got punted to May. Then we've got what else? Payback. Did anybody watch Payback? Let's see. Let's do that one. This is Payback, Money and Power. I think I enjoyed this one. I think I did. I'm not sure. It was really good to see Moon Chae-on again. And I'm not gonna lie, like I've never been a huge like hold please. I did enjoy it. Moon Chae-won I love. But Lee Sun-kyung, I've never been like a huge fangirl. Even I've liked him and everything, but he's kind of like he's kind of like growing on me in this one. Yeah, it's oddly boring, right? Right? Like I watched both episodes hoping that it got a little bit more exciting, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go the distance on this. Like I thought there's a lot there that I could be interested in, but yeah, it just didn't do a lot for me. Okay. So no one's really jumping on this one. Okay. Yeah. Right? Okay. Okay. That's out. And then Agency was the only other, and I am not an Lee Bo-young fan, so I did not watch this one. I kind of ran out of time, and she's kind of the last on my list. Did anyone watch Agency? Anyone out there? I'm not a fan with secondary titles. You're hilarious, Marco. All right, Denise. I was watching this morning about halfway through the first episode of Agency. Denise, Agency. Yeah. How is it? What are your thoughts? Because we just had behind the scenes one, right? That was the Agency one. Okay. Okay, Jill enjoyed Payback. Again, I did not like it. It just was kind of boring, weirdly. It was just weirdly boring. But I might maybe check it. Maybe I'll give it 3 and 4 and see where I'm at. I don't know what Agency is about. It's about an agency, and she's a powerful agent. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So that one's not a big one. All right, y'all. So let's dive into our watch list. What is staying? So none of those are staying on anyone's watch list, right? Let's see. What do we got on our? Let's see. What is our? Oh yeah, none. Like you guys, the end of the poll is basically Brainworks, which we are saying watch list. Some people are keeping Brainworks on their watch list. That's interesting. Okay. And then none took the most of it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was not a great crop. It was not a great crop of premieres at all. But before we move into what was our let's do, what do you guys think? Let's talk Island. You guys want to talk Island? Let's talk Island. What did you guys think? I'm enjoying it. I need more something though. I don't know what's lacking. There's something lacking in Island for me that maybe it's just I need more of what her to get to where she needs to get. Lee Da-hee's character. I either need her to get there faster. We only have like 2 more. It's the finale is next week for part 1. So I just kind of I need something more. I'm not really sure. I'll tell you who I am loving though. Oh, okay, Nancy. I you know what? I get it. Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all. Thank you. Yeah, the action is great. Yeah. I think Chanu's doing a lot. I'm really enjoying watching him. I'm really enjoying the Kim Nam-gil. But I need more story at the end of the day. There's just not a lot of story. It's just, yeah. Toya, you know what? I was actually thinking that this morning. I think this might be a really good binge. Like if I had everything at once and I could get to the end, I think you're right. I think if this was a huge binge, it might be more satisfying. But this parsing out of 2 in that week, it's just, what was that about? Oh yeah. Chanu's Johan. He really is. He's hilarious and so feisty. And he's so snarky. Like I really enjoy it. Oh, exactly. I just like we're down to 2 more episodes. Like let's get there, people. Like let's get there. And you know, I love her interactions with everybody, but it's just at the end of the day, it's like the story is them getting her to remember who she is so she can protect the island. And let's do it. Come on, people. I need to get there. Right? Exactly. So we got 2 more episodes. That finale is next week. We'll definitely be talking about that. And then it's got his part 2 coming out in March as well. Jill, you don't like the lead actress? I really like her in many roles. This is not my favorite of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, 926. Yeah. Like Chanu, I think usually plays like the doofus out of the gate or like a very quiet stoic character. And this time he's kind of coming at like guns ablazing of like a charm offensive. And I'm kind of enjoying it. Yeah. Thank you, Toya. Exactly. Yeah. Like the amount I need her to stop being a damsel in distress ultimately is where I'm at because she's not. She's a wildly powerful being who can protect the entire island. So can we get there, please? Can we please just get there now? Thanks. So that's kind of where I'm at with Island. Yeah. Which is bumming me out because I love these types of stories. I love fantasy. I love goblins and priests and things going bump in the night. I don't like horror though. Isn't that weird? But I like the fantasy element of it all. Yes. That would also be helpful, Toya. Could you please tell us why she's so important? Everybody's walking up to her and being like, oh, you're back. It's so good to see you again. And she's like, what? And no one's explaining it to her. Could we sit her down and explain it to her? Though, can we talk about Kim Nam Gil and him with the harmony and how cute their interactions are? And I love them so much, right? Yeah, right? Exactly. Okay, Nancy's like, just generally yelling. Just a lot of yelling. And how is there... This is... exactly, Denise. This is a nice stepping stone for him to get out of just, pretty boy, romantic lead. I'm really excited about this for him. Where was I? I feel like they were just yelling at me, screaming, important in the past. What was I? I was going to say something. I forgot. I apologize, you guys. But yeah, it's just, let's give us the backstory. Let's get there. We at least now know that, Pan has killed our girl in the past, which we kind of knew, but we've now seen it. And it's now happened again because someone triggers his lust demon. Is that what it is? A lust demon? Toya, thank you. Like, I think we got one cross through and one voiceover. Like, yeah, like, let's bring on the brother. That is going to be, we only have another we only have 8 episodes left. Like, again, I feel like we could have gotten here much, much faster. We just could have gotten here much faster. That's one of my biggest complaints about Island. Yes. Yeah. And then let's see who else. What do we got? Let's look at some comments. Yep. Toya nailed this one, right? I need the whole story of why she's important. That's really the crust of my frustrations of this story, for sure. It just is. Yeah. And I do, Gina, I agree with you. Oh, Sung Joon and the hair blowout, like he's just, is that supposed to be his ragged look? Yeah. And then can we just, like, there's just like all of these like lust demon, like bugs coming out of the ground. Like, I feel like that's a problem. I feel like that's a big problem. Gina, I agree. I really do enjoy Idahi. I think I need her to settle into whatever this character is supposed to be. That's how I feel about it. All right. What else is on everybody's watch list? The only other thing that I'm actually watching is so much, Gina. So much. I just love him. Lust bugs. It's hilarious. Lust bugs. Like a lust demon. Anyway. All right. The only other thing that I am watching is Forbidden Marriage. He read a phone book. Right. Absolutely. Gina, these are truths. He really is. He's just dynamic. Denise, that wig is doing the... Right? It really is. He's, and I'm so happy to see him again, right? Oh, God. Right? Okay. Oh, Calvin, you're watching Trolley and Interest of Love. I actually did not pick up either of those. What are the words on? What are your thoughts on that? The only other one I'm watching is Forbidden Marriage. And listen, the first 6 out of the gate, I was obsessed. I thought I was getting another crack drama. Unfortunately, it has gone the way of many K-dramas that start off as comedies and have taken a hard left turn into a lot of drama. And I'm just kind of like, this isn't fun anymore. I'm just going to continue to watch it, but, I wanted to just shift. Right? I know. Just shift a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes. The characters are so adorable. Yes. Christabel. Oh, this is Forbidden Marriage. Oh, my goodness. Like, the comedy chops of our 2 leads, I think they're fantastic. Like, they're so good. And now they've become, like, mired in tragedy. I don't even know. Like, a lot of crying and stuff. And I'm just like, I can't see my computer, so I can't type. Forbidden. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so yeah, how is Trolley? Lost interest in interest. Denise, I see what you did there. What are, oh, betrayals. Hi again. Charlie's pretty good. Forbidden Marriage is fun. Oh, hey, the other guy did it. Thanks. Okay, so Charlie is pretty good. The kidnapping storyline in Forbidden Marriage just went on for days. Like, I just was like, come on, y'all. How many times can one woman be kidnapped? Like, this is just getting to be ridiculous. But Kim Young-dae and Park Chu-hyun's comedy chops really are making me so happy. And so I wish we would get back to more of that. I'm glad that I feel like after this week's episodes, we're finally going to unload the Triangle of Doom, because it's just unnecessary. Like, it just was unnecessary. Let's see. Charlie reminds me of Reflect. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll have to check that one out. Oh, Toya started Big Bet. I need to jump back on Big Bet because, of course, the one week that Sunseok-koo finally shows up, I didn't have time to watch it. So I'll be watching that when we get done here, and I'll check that out. WK926, I was the same way, but Marisa was like, it's my new crack. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I loved the first 5 or 6 episodes. Like, freaking loved them. Like, I was like, oh my God, you're absolutely right. The last couple of episodes have kind of spiraled into, like I said, kind of I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know how K-dramas do. It's funny and it's funny and it's funny, and all of a sudden we take a dark turn into human trafficking. Like, you're just like, oh, good God. And then it's just everyone's crying all the time. And so I'm hoping we kind of get over that hump and head into the finale with a little bit more levity like we started it with. But the first couple of episodes are really, really worth watching for sure. Let's see. Right? Indeed. Next week. What do you mean, Kiki Bojufan? What is that? Kidnapping. Oh God, I know. There's so much kidnapping. So much betrayals and kidnapping, and it's so much. There's so much. And yeah, it's just great. I wish there was more. Thank you, Gina. Yes, exactly. Yeah. You know what? It might be a really good binge because you get over those faster than like every 2 weeks or every week you get 2 episodes. Yeah, for sure. So Interest of Love, that's kind of a no for everyone, right? And then Trolley seems to be a good one, right? Okay. And unfortunately, it's looking like our premiere watch list is from this week. Everyone's pretty much passing on all of them. I mean, not all of them, but the nuns have taken it, that nobody's keeping those. So I'll see how that goes, and we'll maybe just quickly talk about them at the end. Big Bet. Oh, that's such a good question. Big Bet is worth a watch in my personal opinion, but it's not. It's different in a way that, like, the aging of all the characters makes 0 sense. The time jumps are super bizarre. I'm not really sure why we're telling this story, because he just runs a casino in Manila, and but yeah, I'm hoping that by the time I get to Sunseok-koo that we will get a little bit more backstory. But yeah, I think it's actually worth watching. It's kind of fun in that you do spend a lot of time going, what? Why? I do that a lot, and I find that sometimes really enjoyable in a good way. Yeah, it's absurd. It's kind of an absurd thing. And the aging of the different actors is laugh out loud funny. It's laugh out loud funny, the ages that they think people are. Same for Payback. Did you guys all watch, with those of you who watch Payback, like, they would age up the Lee Sung-kyung character to Lee Sung-kyung, but they didn't age up the Moon Chae-won character to Moon Chae-won. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, and they made this 50-year-old be like a 25-year-old. I'm like, listen, he looks great for his age, for sure, but there's no effing way he is under 30. Like, come on. So there was a lot going on there. So kind of the same thing in Big Bet, and it's hilarious. But I'm hoping that now we maybe are all current and we're moving forward with the actual investigation of this murder that they keep implying in Big Bet, that it's going to be a little bit more enjoyable. Big Bet is actually on Hulu. Yes. Everything is available. You don't have to VPN it or go off grid. So that's good. Big Bet is Hulu. And then Island and Payback are both on Amazon Prime, and the rest are found out on the usual suspects for sure. Ooh, yeah. Trolley is on next. Okay. Trolley for sure. Okay. Gotcha. Preview and need to be skipped. Hilarious. Yeah. I mean, listen, as we all know, all K-dramas are not for everyone. Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, so let's just talk about what we're going to look at for next week. What do we got? Where is my, I've lost. There you are. All right. So next week, let's see what we got coming up. All right. We have got Pong, the Chosen Psychiatrist, part 2, right? Did anybody watch part 1? I enjoyed part 1. Caitlin, unfortunately, is not here today because she is moving, so I hope that move is going well for her. She loved Pong, the Chosen Psychiatrist, so she got me to watch it, and I also enjoyed it. I wasn't sure why it got a season 2, but I'm not complaining because these are delightful characters. Did anybody else watch that? Let's see. If you did, part 2 is coming up and is going to be here. Tomorrow's the 9th, so it'll be Wednesday. So we're looking at Wednesday. Oh, he was a psychiatrist. Well, Marco, he became a psychiatrist because he had a procedure go bad. He had a procedure go bad, and so he was traumatized and can no longer use his acupuncture needles. Yes, right. And so he became more of someone who could talk people through their issues. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Okay, 96. Yeah, right. You go from nothing to like a super long list. No. He's in Chosen era. I mean, he might have prescribed medication. I mean, they might have had some medication for it. I'm guessing it's very herbal based. Yes. Okay, so that one is happening. And then what else is happening? Let's see. This is the one I'm actually kind of pretty excited. I mean, I'm excited for Pong because I know it's just going to be fun. But this one is the one. Oh, where'd you go? Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, technology. There we go. Crash Course in Romance, right? So this one I'm super intrigued with because these two actors, oh goodness, this is going to be either so amazing or it's going to be a train wreck, as most are. But I mean, listen, we all know we love him, right? So we all love Jung Kyung Ho, right? All the time. And then the lead is Jun Do Yeon. Do you guys even remember her from the movie Man and Woman with Gong Yoo? Do you guys remember that movie? I still remember watching that movie and being like, oh my God, it was so hot and so sad, but so hot. I've never been more attracted to Gong Yoo in my life, as one should be. If you have not watched Man and Woman, do so. Because, oh my God. Anyway, that's our female lead. And she is now paired up with Jung Kyung Ho. And I'm very, very interested in this. It's kind of a comedy, so we'll see how long the comedy lasts. I haven't really seen many of the. Oh my God, it was so hot. It was so hot. It was so I was so unprepared for how hot that movie was. Always love a Nooner romance. Yes. So this one I'm really excited. I have high hopes for this one. So I'm hoping they are not dashed and crushed under the weight of usual K-drama. This one is it is on Netflix. Yes, it's going to be on Netflix. Yes. So we got this one on Netflix. So it's exciting. So that one's going to be easily available. So we'll check that one out. That one is coming up, I think, next Friday. So those are our two big premieres for this week. And then we've got the Island finale this week. So that's pretty much our K-drama week, y'all. It's a good one. I have to admit, that's a solid watch list, right? Island, Pong, Crash Course in Romance. And then, just whatever it is that you've also got on your list, or maybe you can, jump into start Trolley. That one seems to be the one everyone's watching. Friday the 13th. Thank you very much, Marco. Oh, she's so good, right? Oh, she's so good. So yeah. All right, y'all. That's our coffee break, man. Does anybody else have any, as it is a coffee break, open forum? What else do you guys got on your mind? Anything else anybody wants to talk about? Oh, just some delicious coffee, right? I love a good Nooner romance. God, there's some good stuff coming up. I'm excited. I'm hoping Island sticks a landing. But we had Glory. We got Glory. And I mean, at the end of the day, Alchemy of Souls was pretty solid. All right. Marco's going to finish Alchemy of Souls and start some Trolley. What else? I'm going to go finish my my episode of Forbidden Marriage and watch some Sansaku on Big Bet. What's everybody else watching? Oh, you gotta go to the DMV this Friday. Oh, it's okay, 926. Did you make an appointment? Because that saved my a few times, just making an appointment. It's just so much easier. Oof. Or put that on your iPad and watch it there. Yeah. Oh, you started Moon Lovers? Nice, Calvin. I should probably do that eventually one day. I do want to watch that. I can't. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh God, that's right, Marco. It did crack the top 10 in the States. That's great. I know. Check out Island. Yeah. All right. Nice. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much. Again, this was a lot of fun. I love just checking in with you guys for about an hour every Sunday with our coffees and our coffee break, just seeing what everybody thinks. Because as we all say, I mean, some are just a little bit there for everybody. It's fantastic. That's what we love about it. They're short, they're sweet. We can jump into them. We can jump out of them. There's always something around the corner. And I want to say thank you to all of you for just making my week that much better. I have something to look forward to, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you once again for a fantastic Kdrama Coffee Break. Have a good one. Bye.